It's the National Football League.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're preparing for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Herbert off of play action. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. Herbert flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Draymond Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On second and very short, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Justin Herbert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnover.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here complete to Kelsey. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Herbert now. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I'm going back to you. SOS. Hey, bro, Mike 40. Watch the pass.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Herbert on 1st down now. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Again, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Steven Sims, his 1st touchdown on the year. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the... We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And quickly they get to the line. From the 36, Herbert. Brown has the first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Touchdown! That's caught. Steven Sims Jr. 2 catches. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He did it again. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40. So for Washington, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff. NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Garoppolo on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the right side, this is Sermon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Play action, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Sermon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15 and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gould with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Colts nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.